Press something. Hey, if anybody comes in, sorry if I sound like a gremlin, but that's how everything gets weakened in my body. Like even my, oh my gosh, even my speech and everything just gets very slowed down and strained. Like it doesn't like hurt to talk, but it's a strain on my whole body and soul. So I had to do this live, even if nobody came on, because I'm just like, I don't know when I'm gonna have time or energy to even put in words together or something, because I've been so unwell in so many ways lately. But I still wanted to say hi to the people that will watch this back. Or hey Cherry. Oh, I didn't even tell you I was going I just grabbed it. You don't see me, right? I don't know. I'm pressing like a bunch of buttons. Can you tell me if this, just make sure you can't see nothing, and can you hear me okay? I didn't know if you were asleep or not, so I didn't want to bug you too much before I went on. Okay, so like I said, I'm gonna be sounding jacked up, like in my voice, because when I get this sick, um, even like my throat muscles, it's very hard, to talk. But oh, okay, you're eating some food. I just wanted to say, in my search for why I have so much trouble like reading, remembering, and all that stuff when it comes to words. Um, and knowing that I had challenges in life and stuff, but then just take, like I do with everything, I'm just like, oh, it's just my imagination, you know. And I always say, I think I'm, like, well, I can't say the word too much, like dyslexic. And I'm just like, oh, but no, I'm not. I'm not. Nobody ever said anything. I just was always put in slow classes. Nobody told me shit about. Nobody even tried to learn how I was learning. Like, so it was just so hard. I'm just like, why can't I ever remember what I write? Why can't I, like, I'm a poet, but I don't remember my fucking poetry. And every time I read a poem, it's a different fucking way. And I'm just like, even when I look back at my journals, it's like I look back at my journal and it's like I'm reading a stranger's writing, but yet I know that I wrote it. Like, that's how different I always see motherfucking words. And I keep on telling myself, oh no, it's just my imagination. But no, bitch, that's just real. That's just as real could get. And it makes me mad that I can't give myself, what's the word? Like, empathize with myself. Like, bitch, this is real. Just because nobody paid attention enough to realize that I had a problem doesn't mean the problem wasn't there. That's just jacked up, how you could be in so much adults, around so many adults, and nobody pay attention enough to say, take you to the side and say, hey, maybe we could work on this together because there's something wrong. Like, no, just throwing you in rooms with a few people and saying, hey, you're basically in this class and that's it. And you not learning those classes, they don't teach you shit in. Those classes, you sit in a motherfucking room and you just don't do shit. You don't learn shit. Everybody's just quiet, and that's what you do for your school, and you're supposed to learn something. It makes me so mad and it gets me so angry, and I still blame myself for being stupid. And I know it's not stupidity. It makes me so angry. I know it's not stupidity. It's just that my words always move. My words always change. So how the fuck could I get something right in a sentence, bitch? And I'm so sad over that shit because I want to write my poetry. I want to fucking get my book together. I want to feel like my words aren't switching on me every fucking second, but that's what happens. Tell me to remember a fucking song title, or I just can't. Those are words. Like, I don't know. I'm not even reading anything. I don't know if anybody's saying anything. I don't know. But sometimes I just have to get shit out because I'm just like, I've been ashamed of something that was not my fault. That is not my fault. And I'm gonna be ashamed of it for every fucking day. I don't know if my chat is frozen or what the fuck's happening, but Jerry, if you're still there, can you tell me? Well, text me if my chat is frozen. I left my text on if you're trying to text after. Okay, no, you're still there. Okay, so you're just listening, which is good. Because I felt like if I have to respond sort of in a way, I won't get my train of thought out or whatever. But, um, I'm sick. And I keep on telling myself, oh, I'm not sick. I'm sick as fuck. With so many chronic illnesses, trying to balance myself out so I'll be around for people. Because if I get too down, my chronic illnesses will remind me, well, bitch, we could kill you. We're right here. We could just knock you the fuck out forever. And I try to balance out every motherfucking thing so I just won't feel so fucking sick. But my best day is always going to be my worst day because on my best day, I still can't do shit. I still can't do shit. I'm not one that really can stay still in my life because of my mind, but because my body was always so riddled with illness, I couldn't jump around like I wanted to. I couldn't run. So it's like you just stay still. And then when I got older, when shit got worse, when every day reminded me that, hey, every day is going to be a fucked up day, no matter what the circumstance around you is, inside you're going to be fucked up. People got to understand that for some people, they live life with the attachment of every moment feels like death. But yet they still got to love through that. They still got to live through that. They still got to eat through that. But that's every fucking moment. I'll always be chasing my own words. And I'll always be like, oh shit, I wish I didn't say that. Or oh shit, I said that wrong. Or oh shit, let me take this away. Let me not let nobody hear it because I don't deserve an existence in this world. Because I just don't know how to spell it or say it properly. It's not right. And I know a lot of people live that way. And I think that's what irritates my whole being right now. It's like I can't be myself because I feel like I'm going to say it wrong. And I know some people are listening that can't say shit because I see the numbers and I don't care if the numbers are low. I know that there are people that are listening that need to hear that other people suffer to hell. And it doesn't matter how many views you get. That view, that 1, 2, 3, you're telling 1, 2, 3 people that shit. Your life is fucked up. Yes, your life is fucked up, but damn, find a reason. Find a reason if it just seems like the most simple motherfucking reason in the world and nobody else has to fucking feel it. Shit. People might think it's funny that I found a good fucking lipstick, lip gloss, lip oil that I could wear without freaking out and feeling comfortable with it. Like, for me, that's a big deal. That's a huge deal because everything feels so fucking fucked up. Anything that touches my skin, anything that touches anything always feels so fucked up. So if I find something that can stay on my lips, where I don't gotta be a fucking dehydrated bitch, that's a big deal. Hi, Mrs. Augustine. Welcome in. I hope your hands are doing better. Here we go. Let's see what this sticker tells you. AI sticker. How? Wait, let's see. Oh, fuck, it went away before I could read it. Yo, YouTube with your AI. I think it asked you guys, what do you do to relax in your day? You know, the phony, well, I was talking about lip gloss but the things that people will, read off because it just went in front of their face because of AI and how people gotta be phony. That's crazy. Are you asking or telling me, Cherry? Happy I caught you live. Oh, thank you, Mrs. Augustine. Thank you for coming in. I appreciate anybody that comes in, and even if it's for a few moments, it's something for me. Oh, okay. Yeah. Because I feel like I'm going to explode or whatever. But my point in this was before I started rambling on, which I'm glad I ramble because I think people get my rambles. The people that will get my rambles and pay attention to my rambles, it will actually help them. I was writing something on Instagram, and I'm like, before I had to do it, I was like, oh, I haven't posted in forever. I have to post. And then I'm like, well, I have to focus on something. And I focused just on a little thing where it was just like this little crystal tree potted plant like thing I have in my room that I've had for like 6 years or so. Never fell over. And it fell over like 100 times in the last few days. I mean, like each day it falls over like 4 or 5 times. It's because I guess I knock it over when I'm going for things or something. And it's just tiny, so it's not like a big deal. But for me, it's a big deal because I wasn't standing up, and it was just like, oh, I'm about to take a picture of this bastard ass thing because it's like I like it so much, and it's just like, why does it have to fall over 10 times a day? You know. But that just got me just thinking about, damn, I gotta slow down my thoughts. Damn, I gotta breathe. Damn, I gotta not throw up. It's like, that's where meditation comes in. And I haven't been able to meditate. I like this bad when I'm not able to meditate. But I allowed myself to meditate for that thing. And I'm like, please, if you need energy, Crystal Tree, I'll give you energy. Please don't fall over a million times. That's what I felt like. Like, please stop it. You know, when I put an energy in that is meditation because you're just like trying to get an object, sort of what you want, and in return, maybe it will give you what you want. Like, please just stop falling, you know? Then I wrote, okay, so I took a picture of it, and then I wrote on Instagram, and Krispy Kreme was Krispy Kreme. Did somebody say something? Or you thought I said Krispy Kreme? I'm lost. Whose name is Krispy Kreme? So you're saying that my words are that mumbled together where you heard Krispy Kreme? What thing's name? I don't remember what the fuck I was talking about. I was just. You gotta tell me now because I'm like, what the hell did I say? Oh, okay, so I probably said something that sounded like that. Alright, I get it. I mean, like I said, and. Oh, crystal. Damn, it's my words probably. Crystal tree. Just a little, crystal tree. Dang, that sounded like Krispy Kreme. Oh shit. No, I know that people that have problems hearing though. There's a couple of people that came on YouTube, so I get it. It's my words going faster, one, and the other end, people, hearing. So that's crazy. But no, a little tiny crystal tree. It just has wires and a little tiny. I don't know. I don't think I took a picture of it. I'll send you a picture of it later on. But it just got like little crystal chips at the end of it with like copper and stuff. It's tiny though. It's only like not even 2 inches. I don't think. So a crystal tree. Damn, that means slow down, ho. You're talking too fast. Okay, but anyway. So back to my thought. I saw that. I took a picture of it. I said, anytime I write on Instagram, it's like I'm writing to myself. It's like my journal. It's exposing myself to a certain degree that I don't like it, but it's not like a whole bunch of like nobody knows hardly any of me, So, but I know that some people are probably like, oh, why she's always depressed or why she's always so sad because I'm always depressed and sad. Point blank, period. Question mark, all the things. That's all I'm gonna be. That's all I ever am. But that does not mean that I could be other things when called for. So, yeah. So my Instagram is like a journal. I wrote in that. Sometimes it turns into like a poetry style thing, and then when I read it, I'm like, why can't I remember these things? Why can't I? So there was a something on Instagram. Even when you're thinking about, I'm sorry, but if you think about something too hard on Instagram, it's gonna pop up somehow. And I was thinking about the dyslexic thing, and usually I don't go into well, somebody's this way, they see things this way because I don't ever want to feel that way or whatever. But I looked at this and how they had the words, like saying if you have dyslexia, this is how words look. And I'm like, oh, words are different than that? Like, they're like, and then they're like, oh, people see words moving. I'm like, oh, people, not everyone, I mean, people, so words are supposed to be stable, bitch? Like, words are supposed to be stable. Did I know that as a person? No, because my words were never stable. And I never had a conversation to anybody else in my life about how words looked on a page. So I was like, damn, bitch, that's a big fucking deal. Why do I always have to, like, I shouldn't always have to come to realize what I have, like, but that got real to me. So it made me like, fuck, I'm never gonna be able to change that. How am I gonna be able to change it? If it's something that just how my brain works, I can't. There's some things how your brain work that you can't change, and I'm never gonna be able to change the way I see words. So when I read tarot, when I read runes, it's always gonna be something different because I'm always reading it different. So how do I make that a thing? It's just and then I always get embarrassed, and that's why I always stop on words, and that's why I also read words like 10 times over again. You know, yeah, that's how it is when you get neglected. Those things aren't taught. Those things aren't caught, and I can understand neglected in the home, but neglected in the school system, neglected in every fucking system you get caught up in. Like I was caught up in a lot of systems, and not one person even explained what my challenges were and if there was something that could be done about them. And obviously, there must not be many things that could be done about them because, like I said, when they put you in those classes, they don't teach you shit. They don't teach you anything. No subject that everybody's learning in there, none of that. The only thing I ever learned in school was speech class, because I had a lisp and all that stuff, like, like, that's it. They were probably super slow and behind because you're, oh, that makes sense. Yeah. So it sucks. Because one thing I always wanted to be seen, like I hardly want any of myself to be seen in the world or generated around or all that shit. I just don't want that type of exposure. But it's like I also want to help people. And I feel like my words could help people, but then I feel like when I say, oh, somebody proofread or edit my work, by the time they're done with it, I don't want it no more. It doesn't mean the same. So do I just write anyway and hope that enough people pick it up? Like, is it worth forming a book without too much editing, like without too many changes? Is it worth forming a book? That's something I always wanted to do. And no joke, everybody's always like, oh, I'm going to write a book. No, no. That I've always just wanted to write something. And I have so many poems that are just that's what I'm saying, all my poems are just, I want to collect them all together. I want them to be formed before. That's always been my dream. I've always been a poet. I've always been like, it's not about hype or anything like that. I just wanted a fucking form book in front of my face where I could say I did that. I don't give a fuck if nobody else wants it. But for me, I have to have confidence enough to be okay with my words, and I don't. And that sucks. That really fucking sucks. I want to do more things on the spiritual ends of things. I want to get more into rune reading on here. I want to get more into tarot. I want to get more into just the thought of talking about spiritual things in general. Ghosts, angels, demons, all that stuff. But for me, because I can't look up the facts and I can't memorize the facts on out in this world, in the online world, I just know from my experience, which has been a lot of fucking experience with everything, with energy and everything. I that's a strong thing, but I feel like, oh, I won't be able to be spitting facts because I can't go on Google and say this is how I could just go on what I lived and what I learned and what I taught my motherfucking self. And the few things other people with some type of, not even intelligence, some type of self-awareness had taught me. Most people in my life don't gotta be self-aware because they don't have no warning signs. They don't feel that shit. They just go into shit head first and don't give a fuck what happens at the end. I can't be like that. I really can't be like that. People will see that's real, usually don't. Oh, oh, what did I do? What did I do? People will see that's real, usually don't take textbook to heart. But they do. That's why there's so many people, that pay attention to every fucking thing. That's why I get angry sort of when I'm getting corrected from multiple people, even though it's the people that do it now have not done it in an asshole way. But it's like, if I get it too often, I start snapping, and I don't mean to snap, but I'm like, oh God, am I ever gonna be able to talk again? You know? So it's like I get grouchy and stuff when I don't mean to. I just feel so fucking overwhelmed, and when I'm so fucking overwhelmed, my thoughts always race. I just can't control it as much. Most of the time, people get the very controlled me. And it's like, I don't want to be controlled. I want to be able to be just like everybody else could be how they fucking are. I want to be how I am. I don't give a fuck. Most people they are, and they're assholes. Well, let me be a motherfucking asshole for a day or two, or week, or month. Let me be a motherfucking asshole. Because you sure are a damn motherfucking asshole. That's what you need to say to people. That's what you need to say to people. You need to let me be an asshole because you're a motherfucking asshole. It's my turn, bitch. Like, it's my turn. We see more than you do. You do well. You're your own worst enemy when it comes to seeing what you're good at. Yeah, you are too. you, you can't talk. You're the same way. But I see what you mean. Yeah. if I go, I'm telling you, if I go through and I find my poems again, because I've moved so much, they've been in totes, I haven't seen them. This is the longest I haven't seen them. But if I ever find all of them again, I just hope I have the energy to just be able to form it in a book and get it. Like, I know you could do it on Amazon or whatever. And that just for me to have a book, I just want that shit. And I don't care if the words are wrong or there's not commas. Poetry has commas in the places where you speak, not in the fucking textbook way. You know, I know the. Damn it, it's fucked up though because, like I said, you know, I wish you could see, what you have, and I know you feel the same for me. Like I wish, it's like how the fuck don't we see it? Like it's there enough for us to want it bad as a bitch, and but yeah, if we even try to show it a little bit, it's like no, no, I take it back. I wish I never did it. Like I wish I never said it. I wish you never saw it. You don't care how it's written. Oh, you're talking about when you write. Yeah, but you don't. Do you write it online? It's like for me when I'm posting it on Instagram. I'm like, oh my god. Of course, I don't care when I'm writing in a book to myself because, like I said, I could go back and read those things and just like, what the fuck did I write? But I don't know. But anyway, there's another just where at least I'm keeping the train of thought, even if I'm going off a little bit. So yeah, I went from the picture to being mad at the picture to thinking about Mercury retrograde. Well, being mad at the crystal tree. To think about Mercury retrograde. To think about the things that I've had no choice in, period. Like when you're born with a mind, your mind is that way. Like, come on now. Um, and how much hard I have to mask to even be tolerable, I guess, around people, certain people. That's kind of crazy. I know that people mask to a certain extent, but there's a lot that they get to be themselves. And yeah, no, but I would. They kiss my ass, fuck them, yeah. But so I just wrote freely, like I did. But then I went back, even though I said I wasn't gonna proofread. I can't even say the fucking word because it makes me so mad. Proofread. There we go. Slow down. But I started changing stuff, and I'm like, no, I'm not gonna change it. Stop doing this. If you change it, you're not gonna make your point. So I just left it after taking two words out, I think. And then I wrote a word in there that I'm sure is not a fucking word, but it's a word to me. But I'm sure if I go in there and try to say it, I won't be able to say it. But I said it in my mind, and that's all that matters. You aren't writing in Japanese, yeah. It's easily readable. Yeah, but not to me, though. That's the thing. You gotta understand. That's the thing. It might seem readable, like to you when you read my writing, but when I go back to read my writing, it's not to. I'm so mad because I'm like, I'm never gonna be able yeah. So I'm like, I want to be able to read this thing I wrote on Instagram. I said, oh, I'm gonna go on YouTube and read what I wrote from Instagram because I want to start doing that. I want to start reading the stuff. I want to start going through like the saved stuff I've had in there. So, like some of the stuff I hear is people could help. You have undiagnosed dyslexia. Why did they have to make that word so fucking hard? Yeah. So it's like, okay, with this, okay, dyslexia, how could I make myself like seem useful? Do I just go ahead and do what I want to do with my words? Do I just go ahead and write it, go ahead and say it, and even I guess because it's just going to be formed just for me, I wonder if I could get myself to just do it. Because I think I've always, no matter when I've gone to the lowest of the low, which to just the dumps, I've always, no matter what, I've always like, damn, I need my writing to be something other than just dust on paper and just weathered paper through the years. And I say, I need my writing to be more than that. Even I got writing from when I was like 14, 16. Even like my earliest poems I actually wrote down on paper. When I read that, people are like, oh, you were that age feeling like that? And I'm like, damn, I've never changed. And I feel like it's so stupid when I read it back because it's like my 14 or 15-year-old writing stuff. I'm like, girl, what you believed in love and all that stuff? I'm like, damn, you were stupid. But I'm like, damn, that's how it felt to me. It didn't feel anything other than that right there. And most people be like, oh, damn, that poem was deep. But for me, it's me looking back at, like, girl, you were so stupid. You were so stupid. In love. Like, you really thought that was all there was to, like, survive? Like, it wasn't even love. It was abuse. It was just the attachment of a person. The attachment of a person, period. And it had to be an abuse because I felt like I deserved that. I felt like I was such a shitty person for not knowing how to manage the world, for not knowing how to fit in, for, you know, when people talk about, oh, the people in the back, they want to like prove something to the people in the back. And it's like, there were also people in the back that were in the back because they didn't want to be fucked with. Not just the people in the back that were just back there smoking, drinking. They're just in the back being assholes. There were also people in the back that just wanted to be hidden, that didn't want no attention brought on them. Like, so you're not, when I say to the people in the back, it's sort of like I have two different meanings. I have, yeah, fuck you to you, asshole. But then I have to the people in the back that felt how I felt. To the people in the back, that's how I feel like if I were ever to write a poem, that's what I feel like calling it, really, like, to the people in the back. Because I mean it both ways. I mean, fuck you to the fuckers. And I also mean, damn, bitch, I feel you. I know what you're doing. I know what darkness is. I know what it is to feel every motherfucking thing. Your parents didn't guide you, had to figure it out as a kid, so no stupid and horrible foundation from childhood. Yeah. Yeah, but it's like you have to explain all this stuff to a person for them to get you. And I'm done. And just like I'm done, like, explaining. I don't know. Yeah, what time is it? I don't know. There might be other lives going now. I didn't even check because that always gives me anxiety. Like, oh, nobody's gonna come in here. But I'm okay with um I'm just okay with how it is. I have to be okay with how it is, but even it's funny though because like I said, even if the numbers are low, there's still the numbers that stay more than they don't. So that means, like I said, people are listening and they're just afraid to talk, and that's fine. Those are the people I want listening, sort of. Those, you know what I mean? So I can't worry about the numbers. But I'm going on my tablet. Oh man, why? I'm going on my tablet and I'm going to try to read what I wrote today. And it's gonna be probably stuttering. And what did you just? I just have to do it. If I could read on my tablet, I am blind. Well, I'm not blind, but let me see if I could get these words bigger. I don't think I know how to get them bigger. Oh, great. So I gotta read tiny, tiny words to me. But they're my words. They're what I wrote. There is just. Oh fuck! Now I turned that off. Oh my god. I'm not used to doing anything on this tablet but playing a game. So give me a second. All right. So what I wrote was. I always say Mercury retrograde shit if I'm writing in Mercury retrograde. So I just wrote Mercury retrograde shit again. Even if you don't believe in it, it still allows you to ponder what the fuck is this life? Like, really, what the fuck is this life? Alright, I didn't write like what the fuck, but anyway. I always ask myself why. Since the beginning of time, before I even knew what a question mark looked like, I fucking asked why. In time with age, I found just one answer that seems to work for me, whether I want it to or not. I never want my loved ones to miss me for good. Not into the foreverest ever. I want it to be more. I work for more. I wish for more. I starve for more. I hope people that suffer this deep one day will understand. You aren't alone. Even when you're always sitting in an empty room, you aren't alone. You are enough. Take a few breaths. One, two, three, four, five. It's an ugly life, and it sucks so fucking bad. Having to be your own warrior. So just learn to be a great one. Never go down without a fight. And then I just wrote, sorry, I can't proofread this shit. For those that read this far, for all the mofos in the back, then too tired. Just too tired. And that was it. But yeah, I write a lot on here, and it's like, I don't have, that's why I have my stuff on private. It's hard for me to let people on there because people do have their fucking opinions or whatever, and I don't want to hear them. Or I'll see the people unfollow me, and it's like, okay, I did nothing but write my shit, so it just bothers me sometimes. So I don't let a lot of people on, and it shows, like I said, some of my personal life that I don't like people knowing about. But then it's like when I did the vampire thing, and it was like, oh, I want more people to see this vampire picture, even though I don't know. You said perfect. I think I have the phone. I hope. I don't know. If I'm not writing, I'm no good. And I haven't written. I haven't meditated. That was the first thing I wrote, and that wasn't even writing it like, oh, I don't have to. I can't sit down and plan my writing or anything. It just spills out. That's it, plain and simple. So I didn't sit down. If I sit down to write something, I'll get writer's block. So um, yeah. What is this? I'm just reading something. Sorry. I was going through my Instagram. Your way is more than good enough. Oh, thank you. Um, this was something my sister wrote to me. I think on an Instagram post or something like that, and my sister that passed away, and it just popped up. I guess because I was looking through my stuff, but um, this is what she wrote. She's, like, hopefully I don't cry, but she wrote, you always had so much wisdom and are a huge blessing to me and so many others. Though those that know you are so privileged. You have so many gifts, and with those gifts you fight the dark. You have conquered so much and helped many conquer their problems. Keep on blessing, keep on conquering. You are one of the strongest people I know. I love you so much, and thank you. And it's just like, I'm glad I have her words that I could go But I miss like carrying them and stuff for sure. And that's the biggest thing. Like I don't want people missing me like I miss my sister. You know, I don't want them to feel that fucking loss. And people just don't talk about. People can't talk about this because people can't talk about shit anymore. And people don't want to hear shit. Just people just want to go on in this fake AI world, and I just never been about that. Never could be about that. So yeah. So I hope the people that go back and listen to this, it helps them, and the people that did, like I said, stick around for a little bit. I'm trying to figure out how to go into my um. I might just do that next time to go into where you know how you could certain save the stuff on Instagram like reels you find that life shouldn't be controlled, restricted, etc. It's not natural. I know that's why I'm trying to tell myself I should be able to be okay by sort of not being in control sometimes because I have to always be in control fucking all the fucking time. I always gotta be the reasonable one. I always have to be the one that shuts up and stuff like that. It's like, no, maybe sometimes I have to be the person that, how annoying some people are to me, I gotta be the same way. So, man made rules, yeah. Yep. But, yeah, even if the mental, I try to not talk about the mental aspect of everything in life, but the mental was there for me before I felt like the physical pain. I had the mental to, you know, before I started getting the physical elements, at least being diagnosed with the physical elements, because some physical elements I had my own fucking life too. But like, yeah, you said I'm Queen Annoying. Yes, you are. But still, you still also, now are more like, okay, you listen more though. No, you did a voicemail when. It seemed this phone doesn't. I don't know why this phone doesn't tell me um when I get voicemails, because I be going to my voicemail sometimes and it's like, you have three voicemails. I was like, what? For what? Oh no, I saw your missed call and called you back. I don't even think, but it on my other phones it will say voicemail a million times until I clear them. So that's weird. This one doesn't do that. But yeah. So hopefully one of these days, I don't know if I'll ever wake up feeling like I'm good enough to do what I want to do. But I'm not gonna stop trying, for sure. I hope to accomplish it. If I don't accomplish it, I feel like I have enough pages of myself around here where whoever actually goes to read stuff will know. I don't know, but I hope to do it myself one day. I hope life gives me the energy and the strength for that. What's you said? Oh, your voicemail is beautiful. I'm sure it is. I'm sure it's a lovely rendition of some song. Hopefully, not the same song you've been on. No, damn you! You I'm not even reading it. You now I've been listening to your voicemail because you didn't type that shit out. What the hell? The heck? Dang. But yeah, I think I made my point as of because I'm gonna be hopping out. I do want to listen to music to try to soothe my fucking soul because I'm just really there's I know like I could deal with a lot of pain and I could deal with a lot of disorders and I could deal with a lot of darkness and all that stuff, but um it's just like there are times where it's like sometimes I have to say, "Hey, I'm here. This is me. You know, you gotta give some." So I'll start barking back. Basically, I'll start. But let's get to the point where people that hear this, people that care, because I know people that care will fucking listen to some of this. Like, let me, bitch, let me have my time, because it's not fair for you to always have yours. Oh, well, I don't try to for you. So you said it's the same song for you. I try to forget whatever songs. The same thing I do with Tweety. I try to forget whatever songs that you guys sing, and I'm about to block you. I'm about to block you that I won't have a bod. Oh gosh, you make me sick. I will never suggest a movie that annoys me again because even though that was, like I said, stupid, I forgot that you would hang on to those, and like I said, that's the exact same way Tweety is, and that's why anytime if we watch a movie, then I'm like, oh, or if I heard a commercial, I'm like, oh, I'm not gonna stop hearing that for days, you know. So you two have the same fucking thing when it comes to that kind of stuff. That's why I get sort of more like, oh, shut up quicker because I get it from two different people. Yeah, but I have that shit too. Do you hear me? I have a fucking annoying song in my head that I get stuck with for myself. But do you hear me singing it? No, I don't share that shit with the world. You and Tweety do. But yeah, I forgot. There are there are three types. Girl, I'm not gonna remember that. So we're different types of ADHD. There are three different types. Dang. I'll forget this, but that's interesting. That makes sense. I'm sure you'll tell me this 100 times and you'll probably hear the same response, like, dang. But I think you know. I think you know by now I forget shit when it comes to facts and stuff. But yeah, that's why I said I've never looked into sort of what shit is, but I just know that I get too overwhelmed and I can't get the overwhelm that I've been getting without people understanding. They're gonna have to understand to a certain point because I can't be this I don't want to say composed, but it's an extreme composure. But I think that's the wrong word. I don't know what word I'm looking for. Am I gonna be able to say that? I can't even see it right now. There's hyperactive, there's no, is that unattentive? Hyperactive, inattentive, and then the combined type. Well, I don't even know what inattentive means. Inattentive means hyperness inside? Fuck, damn. Fuck, that's fucking crazy. Why don't bitches tell me this shit? What the hell? Because that is what it is. And then when I'm holding the baby, he knows what I have inside, and he loves it. He loves the little noises I'm making, and then Tweet's always like, "What are you doing? Like, what is that?" And it's like he loves that. If I'm not that, then he's like, "I don't want to sit with you." He's like, "I don't." And he's like, "What noise are you making?" And I'm like, "I know what noise he wants to hear, and that's what calms him down when I'm holding him." But people don't understand that. Like, she doesn't understand that. I wish she did. Because he doesn't like it any other way. Yeah, I know. Gosh. My nose is stuffed. I'm not crying if people thought I was crying. My nose is a little stuffed. Um, yeah, so, yeah, I'm sick of not being me, people. I want to be me. I'm always going to regret it. I know I will because that's just, I've been regretting it my whole life, but I just hope more people understand at least. And I think the people, like I said, I think the importance of words will stretch as far as it needs to. Like the people that hear it, they need to hear it, and it doesn't have to be a huge amount. Like I said, if I do form the book, I just want to form the book to have it for me. That will be nice for me to see. And remember the title to the mofo's on the back. I'm gonna forget that fucking title. Listen, I'm not. I'm afraid to. If you got music things, I'm not reading it on there. Not even reading it. Everybody else could read that. See, look, you're typing in there, and it says 0 people are in here. YouTube plays me for real. Now it says one, and then when I go to the analytics, it's more than. See that YouTube? Fuck you, YouTube. No, it's down to 0 again. I wonder, like, Cherry, does it seem like I read everybody's stuff, or does Because I know some people have to change their Well, I always have to change my settings to all settings, but when I'm live, I don't see the choice. No, don't try to trick me. I already know. Hey, Gina. No, you don't get to trick me, Cherry. No, now I can't read anything you ever say because you're trying to sing a song. I was on the phone with my friend today, their birthday. Oh, okay. I was just venting. I wasn't really venting, I don't know. I was just saying sometimes you gotta let your loved ones be themselves, even if you don't like it, basically, because I have to have that. No, I was just saying before you said, "Are you okay?" It sounds like you're crying. I just said before you came on, it might sound like that, but my nose is just stuffed up a little bit. I don't have a cold or anything, it's just stuffed up. And because I'm so weak, my throat muscles, they're not gonna work as well, so my voice is strained a lot more than usual. I think people are always like, "Oh, your voice is so soothing." Or maybe not now, but like in my other stuff, and it's like my voice has always been really strained. Yeah, the weather changes and the heat was on the temperature of devil's hell last night, so I everything's dry as hell right now. Cherry is annoying me with song stuff that I wouldn't let her, especially that damn song. So she's just being the little sister right now. So if I don't read some of her stuff, it's on purpose. Man, I hope you feel better soon. Yeah, the stuffiness isn't a problem because, like I said, I know what that's caused from, but just everything else. Yeah, my sister says you sound like the crypt keeper. That's what she. And then she called me gremlin earlier. So, um, yeah, I just decided to do one of these because I'm like, well, I damn sure ain't doing my little setup. I even if I sit up, I instantly get dizzy and have to plop down. So I don't want to put that on. I don't want people looking at me, so that's why I'm going dark. 6 days ago it was 16. Yesterday it was 68. Yeah, that's how it was here. I don't think it got down. I think it got down in the 20s or whatever. And then it snowed, and now I don't know if I'm sure there's no snow out there or whatever. But yeah, so weather doing that too fucks you up. And I'm also fucked up because I still haven't renewed my license yet. And I'm like, am I really gonna lose my license? And it's been almost 3 months, and I'm like, that even though I don't drive, I want my fucking driver's license. I worked hard for that shit. It took me a long time to even do it, and doing it, I almost had a heart attack. I don't want to lose that, you know. So it sucks, but I cannot go out. I've been too fucking sick. Oh, good. You got your heart meds. You better start taking it too. Oh, the storm melted for you. Cherry, did the snow melt for us? Because I haven't even seen outside, so I don't know. But I'm still got to try to do it soon because I can't. Once it gets winter, and all this snow, I can't even risk going out there. I don't have the strength for it. So I am literally a bear in winter. I hibernate, and it's not happening. So I got to try to get it done, but I'm too fucking weak. And that makes me sad because I'm like, damn, I'm gonna lose. I'm gonna have to pay fine. I think the fines increase each month, and then after a certain amount of time, you just can't get your license anymore, unless you want to start from the beginning. And I will not. At that point, I'll just get a regular ID and be sad. Do the pain flare-ups always last this long? This the pain flares. I don't stop. My pain doesn't lessen. I'm in pain constantly at a high all the time. Like it's high all the time. It's the weakness that tends to get greater, and then that's when everything just shuts down because it's like you can sort of fight pain. Like I've been at high pain levels all my life. Like I said, I was burnt as a kid. I've always been. It's just a weakness that takes over, and then the weakness will slow down. Each step you take, anything you do, you reach your arm out, then the vocal cords and stuff. So it's extreme weakness that gets me more than the pain. Yeah, I'm a crib keeper bear. Yeah, so like I said, the weakness, I won't be able to do anything. Sometimes it gets so bad where I can't even put the fork up to my mouth, like when I have to eat. Like it's just, and you never think about that. You never think about a fork being heavy, but when you get weak enough, a fork's heavy, and it sucks. Cherry is crazy. Cherry always has been that way. Cobalt. Hey, Cobalt. Nice to see you in here. Yeah, so and then like I said, when I do my videos, it's not like I'm much better in the videos. It's that I'm so hyper from not doing anything that hyperness just lets me do that for a couple hours and then I crash hard. So, yeah, I'm going off a full blown crazy hyperness at that point. Cobalt says, hey ladies, happy Sunday. Hey, I don't know about the happy part, but is it Sunday? Is it Sunday or Monday? It's Sunday? Damn. So people watching football, I don't even know what fucking day it is anymore. I've been feeling a little under the weather because recently. Hope it's just the weather. You guys are still sick with the flu or whatever it was. It's Mercury retrograde, Cobalt. Damn, it's Sunday. I don't know why I thought it was Monday. But I was taking little naps at night. That's why I call them a night because it wasn't sleep. Now I'm not having those, and that makes me sad too. Because I was like, I never slept at night. So when I was sleeping for like an hour or two, it was a little bit better. But now I don't get those little naps in time. You keep your flipping Mercury. I don't want it. Shit, I'm just stating facts. I don't want that shit. Like I said, I felt that shit before I knew it was a thing. So once I knew it was a thing, I'm like, that shit is real. You don't gotta convince me. I lived it enough times over to know that shit is real. Way more things fall. Way more things. Way more. All my electronics fuck up more. Like that's not just imagination. So I'm just reminding people because every time I say it, somebody's talking to me, they're like, they'll say, "Oh, I'm such a depressed and all that stuff." And I'm like, "Yeah, it's Mercury retrograde." They're like, "Oh, fuck you." But yeah, you got to think about it. If you believe in planets and you believe in energy, when the planets literally go in reverse, you don't think that's going to change the energy of anything? So saying you don't believe in Mercury retrograde in a way is saying that you don't believe in the planets. Do people believe in planets? Is there Earth and all the other fucking ones? Cole, what is your son's baby sleeping through the night? Wait, did he have the baby on live? The Sims baby? I thought he just became. Wait, was there an actual baby? I know people are like, "What the hell are we talking about?" But we're talking about Cobalt when he was playing The Sims last time. At least what I watched, the chick came. Did she come with the baby, or did she just say she was pregnant on The Sims? Why did I see that part? I don't remember that. I thought all I knew was there was a baby. See, I was playing the game too, so they might have showed a baby, and I just looked up at what you guys were talking about. Did you decorate your crypt for Halloween? You saw my decoration. It was the lovely witch in the little house. That's what I got, and that will become my decorations because I don't move my Halloween stuff usually. It usually stays there for life. Dang, did Cobalt leave? Now we don't know. Did he just play The Sims 1 on live, or was there another one that I missed? They didn't show the baby, but he got an. Oh, okay. Alright. Alert arrival. Okay. 'Cause I was like, dang, I know I was watching that. Even when I play the game, I'm still looking up and seeing, watching the thing and seeing the chat somewhat. But when you don't see me chatty in chats or whatever, it's just because my mind is like, play this game and don't be part of anything else because you're gonna die. Because you're literally don't feel. I feel like I haven't fit into anything. I don't fit anywhere, and I'm just like, just don't do anything. Don't care about your existence. Just play this game so you won't be sad. That's how I've been lately. But I'm still sad. It just doesn't, I guess, bring me to my complete sadness. Okay. So I didn't miss anything. But yeah. Cherry says she's bringing sexy back. I know that's just to put a song in my head, you bastard. But, oh my gosh. Are you gonna take your heart pill, Jerry? Instead of waiting 10, 20 days to take it, you need to take it. No, don't tell me to put the game down. No, you know what? And that's what every. Don't do it, Gina. Because for me, that's. I have to do that. I have to be that way. Well, I don't fit any. Where do I fucking fit in, though? Seriously. Like, so. Hey, Jesse Lynn. I modified a few things to fix the drama. See, Cobalt, you can't do Cobalt. We got invested in the storyline, and then you're doing it, and we don't know what's going on. It's like at least update in a because then by the time you start again, we'll be like, hey, what the hell? All that happened. At least maybe write it out in what's it called in the post just to say like a few things. Oh, hey, Jesse Lindell, I'm happy to see you in here, girl. You fit in with all the cycles. Do I? Oh my gosh. I told him to play tonight for Jens. Yes, he needs to. I'm caught up in the story now. You're talking so much now, don't doubt yourself. Yeah. I think I will do another episode soon so you guys can see what's happening. Yeah, because if you do too much in the middle and without us knowing it, we'll it's just like, hey, what the heck happened? Like she asked about the baby and stuff like that. I was like, wait a minute, yeah, the baby. I'm happy to hear your voice. I missed you. Well, we missed you too. I'm glad you're on here. He just said I was gonna fight the Sims case for you. That's so funny. When I used to watch Sims, I always watched it when people knew how to do like the cheat codes and stuff, and everybody was always fucking on there and stuff. I never saw a Sims that was a simple like Cobalt has it, like I guess the standard play. I've always seen like almost portal type stuff on there when I was watching people's stuff. 11 will get her. How dare she? With the, yeah, she had a baby on him, and he didn't. But it wasn't. He didn't know who the baby daddy was because she was cheated, right? Yes. Well, the people that I used to wait that you could have sex on Sims, there's some cheat codes or not. I don't know if they're called cheat codes. People know how to code it into the game, so if you have that. So it's not like as seamless as your regular Sims. You can see like glitching a little bit. But yeah, you see people, they have it where people were like fucking showing everything on there. I saw Sims played like the innocent way, and I'm like, wait a minute. Maybe I like Sims if I would have known it was played this way. Shit. Kawhi's gonna come back and the baby's gonna be the teenager for real. Baby. We got a name and everything, Antoine. Well, not my baby. Gonna have a Jerry's Springer on there tonight. Loving my fucking ass off. Oh shit. Baby one. But yeah, I've never seen it played the way Cobalt's playing it. It's always been, got you, that's Neil. Heck no, I never want to see that on Sims. Yeah, I didn't know. Like Cobalt played it the very what's it called, PG-13 way, that from what I've seen him as. Jesse Cobalt taking a shower was blinding me. Yeah, even the shower scenes when they had it like blocked out. That's not what I used. That's not what I was watching. I guess no wonder why those channels never could really stay on YouTube with their stuff, and they always had to go to other. But I was caught up in those stories. It was like watching a soap opera or something. But then I guess YouTube was like, you can't have all this stuff on there, and I wasn't going to no pay for it to see somebody play Sims. But yeah, that's funny. We're all invested in the baby and everything. Cool, well, glad you're getting the DNA. She was a hoot. I missed the part where I heard like I read it like when he found out she was cheating. I didn't see that part. So how did that come? That came with a notification too. Girl, ew, neither did I. I haven't seen him play the game yet, so I don't know how different from the computer game it is. Oh, okay. And people were off in their Sims. They would like make them starve and fall to death starving because they didn't feed them, and they would make them drown in the pool. Like there was that's all I saw. I didn't know Sims was as normal as it really is. It happened at the wedding. She came out at the altar. Oh, what the? I must have really spaced out. Oh, Gina, I can't. With the hooch, yeah, I'm telling you, people would say, like, I've seen them, like I said, drowning in the pool. I don't know, I don't think there was ever no beating of anybody, but I know it was, the hunger thing starved to death in the pool that I've seen. So here, seeing it played normal, I was like, what is this? I was waiting for something to happen, and I was, I was on there for hours. I'm like, wait, this is just how it goes. Jesse, when she first came in, I was like, that better be Jesse. Yeah, I remember those parts. Gina be on it, no matter if it's a simulation or not. She be having everybody's back. Like, you better be. Really, she's like, you ain't cheating on your wife even if it's a simulation. Gina be on it. Okay, when I get on things, we'll be different, but we will keep those days of our lives dramas going. Yeah. That's why I never known why you said the always. Because isn't that painting nails? When you did that, I always wondered what you meant when you did that. But it's because you're all. I was like, what do you do? You're always painting your nails? Because you never wrote always ready to scratch, I don't think. You just put always ready and then that. You never. So I said, well, what does that mean? I thought I didn't know some slang or something. I was like, what does that mean? Am I seeing it wrong? Because is it not painting of nails? It's so tiny. But now I get it. But yeah, I don't know. I still have. I found new snacks now that hopefully I can make a video in the next couple of days because I hate it taking up space in my room. Um, I want to be able to do it because like the snack videos are fun for me too. Plus, like I said, it's some new stuff. It's painting nails, but it can mean scratching something or cutting them like a knife. Oh, okay. I forgot you guys are learning my texting style. Yeah. I didn't know. Every time I saw it, I think other people in the chat knew what you were talking about. But anytime I saw it, I was like, what? She's going to paint her nails on a person? Like, is that some type of threat? I don't know. I didn't understand that. But, what was I say? So, yeah, I hope I could get that snack video done. But if I can't do it, I just have to be okay with not doing it. But I need this. I need space. I don't need this snack stuff because it's always in my room. I hope I get a little bit better enough to do that. I started taking some B12, whatever. It's some type of methyl something because I learned with if people have hypothyroidism, which most doctors don't talk about, they just tell you you got it and they don't say shit else. But if you have hypothyroidism, everything absorbs in your system very, very, very slowly. Your system sort of slowed down in a way, and it could kill you because it could just stop an organ and you're just out. But the point I'm trying to make with that is absorbing stuff in your system is way slower. So I just learned that So I just got a B12 that absorbs 30% faster, so hopefully that will help me a little bit. I feel like it has helped me a little bit on my dizziness because I got so dizzy. If I even moved my head a little bit, I would be dizzy to the extreme. So, let me paint your nails I'm in. So, yeah, I started taking that a couple days ago. Um, I hope that helps. If it doesn't, I would say like another week if I'm still feeling this way, I'm gonna have to go in, even though they're probably not gonna do anything. There's only so much you could do at a certain point that you're just screwed with how you feel. Um, but hopefully it does help me a little bit, or I could at least do as much as I was doing before I just crashed and feel like shit like this. How we feel better. Thyroid isn't easy. Yeah, I don't. Like I said, this was something thyroid hyperthyroidism. When they told me it, it was after I was actually in a mental hospital. No, I was seeing a regular primary doctor, for wondering what the fuck was wrong with me. What the fuck is wrong with me? All these things. I get to the point where I end up in a mental hospital because I couldn't take this, and I ended up in a mental hospital. We'll just say that nicely. And in there, they said, you have hyperthyroidism. This is causing this. This is causing that, and put me on pills. It's like, why did my primary? Why did he have to go to the extreme? You know? But even then, when I was told that, they didn't tell me what the fuck it was and all that other stuff. Like, I had to learn what it was doing to my body through the years. And it's fucked up. So, yeah, hopefully now that I know the B12 get to me better because I am B12 deficient. So, sometimes when I get into my doctors, I get shots, but I haven't been able to get in there as frequently, so I'm just trying to work with what I got. What the heck? And my vitamin D is low, Gina. Yeah. Um, like I said, it's in the single digits. It's not good, but taking the medicine, the medicine that I need, it fucks me up in ways that it's sort of not worth it right now. My mom has thyroid Graves' disease, got nuked, and now she's yes, that Synthroid. I know. That's what I take too, and it's like I said, it's something that I still don't know a lot about. All I know is I just try to balance it out the best way I can. But that could take you out. That could just take you straight out. Like a lot of the shit I have. So that's why I've sort of been trying to explain to people that ask what's wrong with me or something, because it's like, well, I have several chronic illnesses. All of them are at play, and some of them get way more aggressive. So I don't have ways to say, well, is there something? I'm on a lot of stuff, or going to the doctors. Doctors don't care after a certain point. I'm telling you, they just don't care. There's nothing they could do. There's just nothing they could do. Um, I have one doctor that really, really cares for me, and she does everything she possibly can for me. But there's a certain point where you just gotta stay fucked up, and there's nothing anybody could do. So I sort of try not to. I can't explain it when I say I'm not. I'm feeling like shit. Because I don't know how to explain it. It's just like people deal with one chronic illness. I have like six. So it's not something that's going to be an overnight thing, and it might be permanent because a lot of stuff that I've gotten had just stayed around and not gotten any better. Oh, okay. Yeah, Jesse, because I can't even take that every single day because it messes me up so bad. So I take it like every other day just so I won't be so fucked up with it. But yeah, that would be good. Yeah, and like I said, that's just one thing. That's just one chronic thing that I have. So, um, it's hard to explain when I talk about my illnesses because it's a lot, and it affects my whole body now. It's not just one certain thing. But I don't want to make this too long since it's a voiced one, and I'm like people are gonna see this, and I don't want to get my. I do want to listen to music to sort of zone myself out for a little bit. But I appreciate. I'm so glad I saw Jesselyn Cobalt. I'm so Gina, Cherry. But I'm just saying Jesselyn and Cobalt because it's been a long time, and I know everybody's happy to see them too. And I know how hard it is for you guys to interact. I understand that fully. So okay, I'll DM you this week. Okay, thank you, Jesse. But I just want to say I appreciate it because I know how much effort it takes you guys to be here too. Thank you for the live. Hope to see you again soon. Feel better. Thank you, Cobalt. I know I missed you so much. Yes, we missed you guys. So, like I said, I'm so thankful for you being here today. I just wanted you guys to know that I miss you all and can't forget Gina. So that was a Gina, Cherry. Thank you guys too. Help her in the chat feels better. Thank you, Gina. Cherry, are you there? She might have left us. But thank you guys so much for coming in. It helps me to see you guys so much because I am down, I know, but just to see you guys just help me. I just want you to know how much it means for the people that do show up for me, especially when it's just the voice chats. So thank you guys so much, and I pray for you guys every day. Or I think Jesse, I'm not Jesse, Cherry left the building, so I won't wait for her. Goodbye. Thanks, Jesse. For Gino Love. Oh yeah, we can't forget about Gino. Gino too. All right, you guys. I hope to see you in some of your chats and on this channel again. Hope to be back soon. For all you guys, well, I'm listening to the replay and stuff. Please hit the like for me. You know you love me. Thank you and prayers to you as well. Mental like All right, bye, you guys. See you later. See you another time.